Itty bitty city by the water that's steady getting taller. Vallejo.
Yes. Smack your bitch. Grab your hoe. Strap in. It's the White Bronco Show.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the White Bronco Show. My name is Ryan Morford, which you'll probably be hearing me referred to as Morph throughout the show. Tonight on the White Bronco Show, Tom, Aaron, and I will be dismissing rumors about the show. Filthy little things going on there about us. We'll hit the Love Lounge, talk about our Valentine's Days with our old ladies, and then we'll take some time to discuss the epidemic that's going on in this nation, PTSD caused by HD porn. As always, you can get in touch with the show on Twitter at The White Bronco Show or via email, TheWhiteBroncoShow@gmail.com. Or if you'd like to contact us tonight, go ahead and call into the show, 909-989-0789. But first, let me introduce you to your host. He performed at bus stops in West Hollywood, the local Hawthorne YMCA Men's Sauna, and most recently, the Comedy Store. Writer, producer, and comedian, Mr. Thomas Marks.
Well, thank you very much, gentlemen. It's a pleasure to have you guys in the studio. I want to talk about how we found Chaotic Radio and how we got this show up and running. And it all started with Twitter.
Okay.
And I wasn't really into Twitter. I was living up in Seattle, and some friends of mine said, we got to do it. You got one-liners, and you don't even know it. So they made me one. I started pumping out tweets. And a producer from an old show here at Chaotic found my Twitter, and he contacted me and said, hey, if you're ever in the LA area and you do comedy, why don't you come on the show? So
What's your Twitter handle?
My Twitter handle is at Uncle Tio's Niños, or you can just search Uncle Tio. So I contacted him, and he asked me if I did stand-up comedy, and I lied. I said I did it up in Seattle. But I was confident that I had jokes because Twitter is just a sleeve of jokes. If you try to be funny on it, it's a notepad that you don't lose. So the first show I ever did, I came on Chaotic Radio. I met Stoner Rob. We smoked a blunt, and he invited me to open for him doing stand-up comedy. And then that's where this thing really took off. And from there, I met some comedians. I met Ralphie May and his wife, got hooked up on their podcast, consulted for some other podcasts, and most importantly, I've had your assholes here supporting me. I need to introduce you guys. Sorry, I'm just I'm blowing up my own shit here. Let me start with co-host here, Ryan Morford. We'll be calling him Morph. Also calling him Jenga Master. You can follow him on Twitter at Jenga Master. Or once you get comfortable with his sexy voice, we're gonna be calling him Jangs. And you can also check out his YouTube channel of softcore amateur lap dance videos that he produces. The girls are all over 18. They stay in their underwears.
Most of them.
But it's something that, you know what, girlfriends are comfortable with. And if they happen to find it on your search history, no harm, no foul. It's softcore, guys.
I wouldn't exactly call my girlfriend comfortable with it, but it pays the bills.
It pays the bills. And we got another host here. We got Aaron Bendersky in the house.
Hello.
And Aaron Bendersky, mostly known for back alley stuff, helping the show get funded. He's writing jokes, and no comment on his connection to the Mexican cartels. One other thing, we're always taking calls. I love talking about writing jokes. Like I said, I inadvertently got into comedy writing jokes on Twitter. And before that, now that I'm fully into comedy, I like to think about like anything that I was doing that was funny before comedy. And before I got into comedy, me and Ryan, we pumped out a rap CD, and every single line in the 8-song CD it's a one-liner. That's fucking hilarious. So, that's how Tom Green got into doing comedy also. He started out as a rapper, and most of his shit was just funny. But there's any possible way to get into comedy, I highly recommend it. There's multiple ways. Twitter, whatever you got to do. I hope that this show fucking influences you guys to do more with comedy, influences people out there, and it gets people in this area. We're in the Inland Empire, but we're from all over. I'm coming from LA every day. But we want this to be a forum for people to call in, people to come on, people to talk shit, whatever you want to do. But this is an agora for people to come and get their voice out. Whether like agora. Whatever. An agora is
what's an agora?
In the valley?
No, it's a Greek term for it's where they used to go like a town hall center and have conversations. That was before they had written word and
Is it near
paper and pens.
Agora
The
Hills?
SAT Hot 100.
It's like,
What is this,
okay,
an
look,
educational show?
there's not a lot of places for people to perform around here. There's not a lot of comedy clubs. There's not an improv place where people can do improv. So whatever you want to do, you want to come in here and have sex with one of us,
So basically,
we're welcome
if you're
for that.
if you're a hack comedian, get in touch with the show. Don't have a lot of success, please call the show.
Hacks welcome, especially female hacks. We're understanding.
At Big Happy Trees, my Twitter handle.
Oh, and you can follow Aaron at Big Happy Trees. Loves to talk comedy. Definitely a comedy guru in LA.
You're not going to find a lot of comedy on my Twitter.
Right. But
follow me.
You're bringing a lot of good knowledge and plugs and people to the show.
All right, listen, guys, I have to interject. Before we get started here and start dismissing some rumors, we got to talk about something.
What happened?
We got to talk about. I know this is our first day in the studio. It's a beautiful place, but we gotta talk about the bathroom situation, fellas. I went in there. I had to take a mad piss. It's been about probably 2 hours on the road getting here. Mad traffic on the 405/10. From West Hollywood. Went in the bathroom. You know how you guys start to take a leak and then you have to kind of cut it off because maybe you're taking a leak in a place that you shouldn't be. Well, I couldn't breathe in this goddamn place. Okay. And
let me clear the air and reassure the studio. That was me who took a shit. If you didn't know, I'm a part-time butt artist. I paint toilet bowls regularly, and most of my colors are brown and red. So that's not the studio. That's more of me.
How are we supposed to ever have a girl guest here? We have one bathroom.
Well, look, I shit on the first floor. We're on the third. I get it. It's a problem. I will just do my usual shit at the YMCA before a comedy show. That's kind of a ritual I got, and I'll parlay that over to the radio.
I just wanted to, make sure to excuse myself in case I had to run out, go finish my piss in the bush. Dick's about to fall off.
Well, I'm sorry, and my ass does that sometimes. And if we do have females in the studio, they'll probably be under my desk, but I'll make sure to not fart or take a shit in house. Now, guys, let's go to our first sponsor.
All right, tonight's opening segment was brought to you by Scrambled Eggs Infertility Clinic on the corner of Holt and Gary. The clinic offers free consultations, third visit, and the fourth one's free. Scrambled Eggs Infertility. They'll take care of it.
All right, guys. Thank you to our sponsor. We're going to have a lot of sketches. We're going to have a lot of pre-recorded interviews. We're going to have a lot of performances in here. But you know what? We're just going to go on the fly right here because there have been a lot of rumors flying around the streets and, more importantly, social media about the White Bronco Show. And we need to just kind of comment on these and just validate them or dismiss them. So let me start it off, guys. Yes, the White Bronco Show has a backroom casting couch for females only. Hit us up at 989-0789 if you're interested in auditioning.
What's the area code on that?
909. Or you can email us, thewhitebroncoshow@gmail.com.
Great contribution to the show, Aaron. Looking at the couch right now, it's got my sweatshirt on it. So, ladies, please dial up. The second rumor we'd like to dismiss, that we currently spend time in prison. That would not be true of myself, but Thomas has spent 2 years working at a women's correctional facility, monitoring conjugal visits. Sitting there with a stopwatch, steaming up the glass. I know that never made anybody feel good, but that is true.
You got to make a buck, and we've all had our bad jobs. But more importantly, this is a job that we're going to take serious. And people say we're going to be taking a lot of days off, miss a show here and there. That's bullshit. And I just want to clarify that this show will only take one day off every year, and that is Michael Jackson's birthday.
Pour one out. Another rumor, somebody had emailed the show and asked if they performed background checks here at the station. Other than that little half piss I took earlier, I haven't been asked to pee in any cups. And if you want to know if we have to take background checks, just go ahead and stick your head inside my car and take a whiff.
Okay, and this is a rumor that I don't know how this one got out, but everyone definitely on social media is saying that we are trying to structure and base every single episode of the White Bronco Show on the hit television show Martin.
That's not entirely false.
And yeah, we're gonna go no comment on that one for now.
Another dirty little rumor that's been out there is that the White Bronco Show in some way contributed to the death of superstar and one of my idols and mentors, Paul Walker.
Case is still pending. We're not going to throw any names out there because L.A. Sheriff's Department's still involved. But in the meantime, just clear the air on that one.
I would reference IMBD, and you can go ahead and search Fast 7. I'm still not convinced Paul Walker's dead.
And more importantly, guys, just want to throw it out there. People say we don't give back to the community here at the White Bronco Show, and that's a crock of shit because every single person here, from the hosts to the producers to the writers, we all volunteer our time every month, and we go to a shelter for abused and displaced gerbils. It's up in San Bernardino, and once every gerbil arrives, they're free range and healed. So yes, we do give back to the community.
Word on the street about our day jobs is that by day, Tom is a bank teller at Chase International Bank, and that I am a day trader for TD Ameritrade. Those rumors are both false. We are both unemployed.
That is true. Recently lost my job for an incident in the janitor's closet.
No, tell the real story. Come on. Tell them when they brought you in, sat you down.
My old company found my Twitter handle, which just completely is a social media force that attacks bull dyke lesbians.
At Uncle Tio's Ninos.
At Uncle Tio's Ninos. And, every strong side has to have an enemy. Unfortunately, no one likes lesbians, so you know what? I'll take them on. And it was kind of a brilliant conversation because they brought me in and they sat me down and they said, well, do you know why we're going to fire you? And I said, no, please tell me why. And I knew exactly why. I knew that they had found my Twitter. They said, well, we found your Twitter handle, and we'll get into some of those tweets, and we'll get into it with lesbos after the break, guys. But we're taking no prisoners, and we're taking bull dykes, and we're taking bull dykes calls. So if you're a lesbian, you got a stinky upper lip, give us a call, talk shit, give us love, whatever you want to do. We'll be right back after the break, guys.
Like I'm Houdini, laid up with Asians that know tongue fu, getting blue when I got the call from young Drew. He was speaking Islamic, but I can understand it. He said it out.
You're listening to chaoticradio.com.
Have you ever fell victim to a misleading furniture ad? You know, the ones that overpromise and underdeliver? Most of those companies promise big savings, but always fall short. Comfort Plus Mattress and Furniture in Rancho Cucamonga is here to change your furniture shopping experience. Quality, a huge selection, and the best pricing. Comfort Plus has it all. You can furnish your entire home at a fraction of retail pricing. Call Comfort Plus now for our current specials. 909-481-3300. Comfort Plus is conveniently located on 4th Street between Archibald and Haven, just north of the 10 freeway in beautiful Rancho Cucamonga. Comfort Plus Mattress and Furniture offers your family a difference you can feel. For more info, go to comfortplus.biz or call 909-481-3300. Make sure to mention Chaotic Radio. That's comfortplus.biz or call 909-481-3300.
What's a gastropub? I asked myself the same question. Then the good folks at DolceGastropub.com explained it all to me. You see, gastro means food, and we all know what you get at a good pub. Beer! So, a gastropub is the perfect blend of food and beer. And nobody does it better than Dolce Gastropub. From the hamburger of the month to the fresh salads, amazing appetizers to their macaroni and cheese grilled cheese sandwich, all topped off with the best combination of local beers. Dolce Gastropub has you covered. That's Dolce Gastropub in Montclair. Find them on the web at DolceGastropub.com, and I will see you there.
Hi, this is King C, and I'd like to refer you to TSI Transcripts, located in La Quinta, California, but worldwide from the web. If you need a professional transcript company, go to TSI Transcripts. TSI is the leader in academic research and has been recognized as the prominent multilingual support organization for market research, advertising, government, higher education, and the legal community. High volume with a full media support. TSI can translate translate all languages. TSI does not translate cheating spouse video, nor do they want to. TSI is the professional's choice for translating services. To find out more, go to TSITranscripts.com. That's TSITranscripts.com, or give them a call at 760-777-7600. Again, that's 760-777-7600. Tell them King C sent you.
It's the Hollywood Rockin' Wrap-Up with your host, Jason Hadley. Drama over at E-Fashion Police as Kelly Osbourne threatens to quit over a seemingly racist comment made by co-star Juliana Rancic. Rancic was way off base, joking that Disney star Zendaya smelled like a dirty pot-smoking hippie, when in fact Disney stars typically smell like alcohol and or cocaine. Chris Brown was denied entry into Canada only a few hours before a scheduled performance. Then again, with all the gun violence at his recent concerts, the strain on the sound system pales in comparison to the volume he'll put through their healthcare system. Actor Jamie Dornan's making the talk show rounds to combat rumors he won't be returning for the 50 Shades of Grey sequel. Of course he's going to return. The movie made over 400 million shades of green. Honey Boo Boo's family's trying to get little Alana Thompson into the record industry. However, most of that time's been trying to explain to the 9-year-old what a record is. And that's the Hollywood Rockin' Wrap-Up. Follow us on Twitter at Rockin' Wrap-Up.
All right, everybody.
Yeah, you know the itty bitty city by the water that's steady getting taller.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to the White Bronco Show. We're to get things started here with a little bit of love line. It's February, and we like to keep it sexy here on the White Bronco Show. So we're going to start off talking about our Valentine's Days. We'll first start off with Tommy's. Tom?
Thought it was actually going to be a nice little Valentine's Day this year, but girlfriend had to throw a wrench in the gears. We started the night off, went out for a nice dinner.
Where'd you take her? Or did she take you?
A nice little place in Santa Monica where Shermanator from American Pie is actually a waiter.
Sherman!
Yeah, free plug for that guy and that restaurant that I can't remember the name of.
Yeah, he needs it.
Anyways, you know me. That burned a fucking hole in my pocket. So I thought, you know what? I'm spending money on a nice dinner. Maybe we'll go home, throw on Ricky Martin's first CD, get a blowjob with a ski mask on. You know,
favorite thing.
Yeah, it's a sexy night. But it was Valentine's Day, and my girlfriend actually wanted to do something in quotes hot. And
did she say this? Did she say like Thomas?
Oh, you know what would be hot? Like
Wait, did she call you Thomas?
Tommy,
bitch.
She calls me Papi. So she said Papi. Like I think she must have read it in her phone.
Okay.
And was excited about it because like she couldn't wait to drop this on me after dinner. Like really, I thought I was getting a Unabomber blowjob, but her surprise was let's do something hot. Let's tell each other a story. Let's tell each other stories of the craziest places we've ever had sex before we met each other.
Oh.
That'll be so hot.
So
and
like
I'm like, you know me. I'm a dirtball. I'm like, no, let's not do that. That's a bad idea. And then she challenges me and says, why? Because I have you beat? And then I said, okay, you want to roll the dice? That's fine by me. Let's hear your story. So she says, the craziest place I ever had sex, I was having a 3-way with these 2 guys who were roommates, and they both lived in a storage unit.
Oh, God. Happy Valentine's Day, Thomas.
Yeah, and most people would maybe throw in their cards and say, I'm beat. I can't beat that. But you know what? I raise your storage unit threesome because the craziest sex I ever had, I met a fat girl one time at Walmart.
Wait, one time?
More than one time, and we ended up fucking next to a hospital dumpster. So, checkmate.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and that's kind of how the night ended. But
with your guys' stories? No,
ski
mask
me throwing one of her heel socks crusted over under the couch. That's usually how my nights end.
Oh, God. Bendersky, how about you, man? What's the craziest place that you've had sex?
On a construction site on the bank of the Santa Ana River.
That's
on the edge
specific.
of the 22 freeway, and we were interrupted by a bulldozer that was coming in because they were doing construction overnight.
Oh my God.
God.
Yeah, we used to light bonfires there.
Let's just we gotta be blunt here. Condom, no condom. You're in the wild. No condom.
You know, I want to say that even though I was pretty close to blackout drunk, I want to say I used the condom, but let's be realistic.
Yeah, I've known you since 6th grade. No, I've known you way longer than that. You didn't use a condom. That was a waste of time. I'm sorry.
Just in case you guys weren't aware, Aaron is our local resident aficionado on designer drugs out there. So all you high school kids, young college students, you got any questions? Can I mix this with that? Can I do that?
Does this pill work in my ass?
Aaron's done it.
Generally, yes.
Aaron's doing it now. So you guys need any advice? Go ahead and call in.
Moon rocks.
Oh,
ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. You know what? I know you got a Valentine's Day story, Mr. Harry Houdini. So let's go to the genius himself. This story, I think, is going to turn into a weekly segment that we're going to have to get updates on because this is magic. So let's hear about your Valentine's Day.
Well, I spent Valentine's Day up in Lake Arrowhead. Spent some time at one of my buddies' cabins up there, and I recently got engaged. I know I'm in trouble, and I told my future wife that instead of having this wedding, that we should possibly use the money that we have saved up for this awesome celebration, which we'll cherish forever and ever, to buy a house instead. Screw all the wedding plans that she's been working tirelessly on for the past 4 months. Forget all the taste testings that we've been going to. Even screw the $500 deposit that we've given the DJ to hold our spot. October 10th, 23rd, First Avenue. Hope you guys can make it.
Just to clarify things, he has talked his girlfriend out of having a wedding.
Yeah, so basically that's where
his fiance, and it's impossible.
We're not there yet, Tom.
His dick is still currently sleeping every night in a guillotine.
But, here, let me just take a break from the story real quick and ask you guys. I don't know why anybody isn't doing this. If you have a girlfriend, go to these restaurants and tell people that you're getting married. You get free dinners like, whoa, it's crazy.
Really?
Yeah, I've already had like 4.
Like when you fake a birthday for the free dessert.
Exactly, except this is just next level. You know what I mean?
That is Jewish level genius.
And Aaron is Jewish.
You just had to clear that up, right?
I'm allowed to.
Yeah. I have a shaved head for all you listeners out there, so I will not be saying any anti-Semitic jokes.
By the way,
it doesn't come off clean.
As a Jew, it's pretty uncomfortable. There is a yarmulke with a swastika crossed out on it. And I've been told this at Dead Kennedy's thing, but just a swastika on a yarmulke is making.
It's crossed out though. It's crossed out.
Even crossed out, it makes you a
little uneasy in the studio, huh?
Well,
genetic memory runs deep.
I was gonna. Thank you, Blaine. I was gonna actually donate a few things to the studio. Got to run it by Chaotic first. If we can get those in here. You guys, let's.
If it's Nazi Jew related, it's in.
So getting back to the story. My after I put some Neosporin on the claw marks on my face, I sat her down and we discussed possibly buying her dying grandfather's house. Now I know some of you out there think that's a little insensitive. The guy's not even dead yet, and we're already trying to bury him.
Morph has a fucking pillow with her grandpa's name on it, and it's just a matter of time before he makes him kiss that shit.
Well, the house is expensive, and I'm guessing that he's going to leave a part of it to her. So,
is he trying to turn a profit?
No, I think he's willing to cut us in on a deal, just as long as we send him out the right way. So, if I'm not here next week, maybe check your local papers. I could possibly be in trouble.
All right, guys. We're gonna get a word from one more of our sponsors, and then we're going to be wrapping things up here. Come on down to Fat Tuesdays. Most of you think it is a restaurant, bar, and grill, but it's not. It's actually apartment 9A in Pomona off Gary and Holt, and it's Tuesday's apartment. She's a fat whore who is slinging her pussy and mouth to sponsor the show. So come on down to Fat Tuesdays. If you need to get a hold of her, you can contact her through our email or call into the show if you're interested. 909-989-0789.
All right, guys, we're going to be wrapping up the show here in just a little bit. Just want to give you guys kind of a heads up on what we're going to be doing here. Coming up weeks, we're probably going to have a few guests, maybe get back into this whole lesbian thing, and maybe talk about my incarceration for killing Natalie's grandpa.
Yeah, no, the grandpa's going to be dead by next Wednesday, so we might do an episode from your new house. Shit, by the poolside. And, please call in next week. Call in anytime you want. We have Clay Aiken graffiti artist coming on the show. He's a young man who does Clay Aiken quotes and murals all over Los Angeles. And we also have booked our first guest, Dog Chapman. Some of you might know him as Beth Chapman's wife from the hit show Dog the Bounty Hunter. So look forward to him. He'll be in studio with sunglasses on. And definitely looking forward to Dr. Drew coming on here talking about PTSD from HD porn.
You guys have been listening to The White Bronco Show on Chaotic Radio. We'll catch you all next week.
Make sure that you got it. Me and my team, we trying to win. And we keep it mafioso. You hear the violins.